Welcome back to our discussion on effective networking for kingdom growth. Hey, my name is Tom Herbert. I am the National Field Director for Harvest Network, and I am also lead pastor of Freedom Community Church in Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania. And it's so good to be recording these videos with you. I'm just having so much fun talking about effective networking as a key for kingdom growth and as a key for effective leadership in God's kingdom. So far in this video series, we've talked about how the power of relational networking in ministry is so important that we never lose sight of that. We've also talked about how Jesus was so strategic in calling fishermen to be a part of his core team and why that was so important. And then last video, we talked about the use of social media in networking and why that can be such an effective tool for us as pastors and kingdom leaders to reach people who need to know the love of God. Well, today we're going to talk about the greatest collateral you can use to harness the power of networking. And friends, let me tell you, it's not what you think it is. You may think, boy, the greatest collateral, that would be a great software program that I can buy, or it could be getting some training and some continued education in theology or in leadership. And while all of those things are good, that is not the greatest collateral that we have in ministry. The greatest collateral that we have in ministry is not something that we can buy. It is something that we must earn. And friends, that is trust. For us to be effective in ministry in the kingdom of God, for us to be effective in relational ministry, for us to be effective as networkers, to harness the power of networking, we must be trustworthy. We must be people that others can trust. I was reading Proverbs chapter 25, verse 13 recently, and this was such a powerful truth that came off the page at me one morning. Trustworthy messengers refresh like snow in the summer. I've been thinking about this verse because of a conversation that I had recently with someone. I was talking with someone and they told me about a loved one who does not trust Christians and does not trust Christian leaders. And they made a statement to me that was sobering in the moment, and I have been reflecting on it ever since. And they said, you know, my loved one does not trust Christians, very many Christians, and they don't trust Christian leaders, but they do trust you, Pastor Tom. And while that was sobering in the moment, and while it was encouraging that there may be an open door for us to be able to share the love of God with someone who has lost trust, it was also a reminder to me of how important trust is in the kingdom. You know, it's important for us to remember that as leaders, God has entrusted us with his people, and he's entrusted us with his message. And the fact that we are people who can be trusted is so important. And that trust is the collateral that we can use in order to garner the response of people that we're trying to reach. While I firmly believe it is our job to direct people to Jesus, to him as the author and the perfecter and the finisher of our faith, I also believe that people are looking. They are looking to us. We are the hands and the feet of Jesus. We are the representation of Jesus in the earth. And so what is it that we can do in order for us to earn trust? Trust is the greatest collateral that we have in networking and in relational ministry. So how can we earn trust? Well, Jesus taught in the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5, he says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. And friends, I think that is so crucial and so important for us to be able to be people of our word, for us to be able to say that we will do something, say that we will be somewhere, say that we will finish by a deadline, say that we believe this and we live this. All of these things, they're pieces of the puzzle that earn the trust of those who are looking to us. So let your yes be yes, and let your no be no. If you truly do not have the capability to do something, or to be somewhere, or to fulfill a commitment, or to finish something that you've started, then begin by saying no. But if you say yes, then give yourself wholeheartedly to that yes. The second way that we earn trust, friends, is by being good listeners. By being good listeners, that people know that what they have to say to us is important, and that they can see it in our body language, in the way that we repeat back to them what they are telling us, and in the way that we carry forward what they are sharing with us into our plans and our purposes as we discuss them. And then the last one, the third way that we can earn people's trust, is by being intentional. Being intentional to reach out to people at times when they would not expect it. What I mean by that is many times we only reach out to people when we need something from them, especially pastors in the church who have so many volunteers, so many people that are doing things for us to help us do the ministry that we are leading. Could be pastoring a church, it could be running a nonprofit or a missions organization. But many times we will only reach out when we need something. But the way that we earn trust is that we are intentional to reach out when we don't need something. Being intentional, being a good listener, and letting our yes be yes. These are three ways that we can earn the trust of those in our lives and be good kingdom networkers. One of the strengths of Harvest Network is that we are a relational network, and we take pride in being a relational network. We work very hard at creating opportunities for people to gather in smaller groups for relational connection, whether that be a regional gathering or an online group that meets regularly for learning or for support, whether it be the annual conference that we have every June, where people can gather in a larger setting but have opportunities to meet one another over coffee and snacks and desserts, over good food and over good friendship. We work very hard to be a relational network because we see the value of relational ministry. We want to invite you to join us at one of our upcoming events. We have several throughout the year. You can see those and hear about those on our website at harvestnetwork.live. And we would love to have you join us at an upcoming event. But until then, friends, let me encourage you to earn the trust of people that are in your life. Earn the trust of those who are looking to you as a leader. And in doing so, new doors will open for you in relational networking and relational ministry.